You want to know who my first interview was when I was on 88.3?
Who?
50 Cent.
Wow.
50 Cent was my very first interview. And this is before, I think How to Rob was already out. And I don't think he wasn't, I don't think he had, had that experience where he had got shot yet. This is probably before that.
Okay.
But I remember my first interview was 50 Cent. I don't know if you remember, but there was a party going on over at the spot over in Rensselaer. You remember, I think the guy's name was Tony and Vance.
Oh,
Nightlife
yeah.
Entertainment.
Tony Perella?
Yeah.
They
did
ended
the party.
up working for him.
They
Yeah.
did a party over, right. Yeah, they did a party over there at the spot, the old Toys for Joy over there in
I
Rensselaer.
remember exactly where it was because there was another event we did that DJ Scribble was there. You talking about that same place? Yeah.
It was called like Cityscapes or something like that.
Yeah.
So they brought up 50 Cent, Lil Vicious, and somebody else. And somehow I got plugged in to do an interview with 50 Cent. So I remember him pulling up to the station. You know, he had the white 4.6 Range Rover outside. You know what I'm saying? A drop top something. I just know that, he was rolling up deep. And that was like my very, very first interview on air on radio. And it was dope, man. 50's a good dude. He's one of those people that, he's the same, he's approachable too. I could say that about him. I've been around him many times. Just don't, want to get, don't owe money. You get on his bad side.
You actually been to Fifth House before.
Yeah. I've been to 50 House a few times. He had the house alone. He had the mansion in Connecticut.
How was that experience?
It was crazy. I went out there. The one time I can remember, I went out there. Me and my guy K Deuce, we took a trip out there, and it was for a Mobb Deep. Because for a while, Mobb Deep was signed to G.
Yeah.
So it was for a Mobb Deep video shoot. Now 50 had like 4 busloads of strippers. When I tell you busloads, I'm talking about like Greyhound busloads of strippers pull up to the spot. And it was, pulling up to the mansion. And we was you got the in-ground pool in the club. It's a club. It's a whole club in the basement. So we're in the basement partying and, chilling. The strippers is, doing what they do. And then they had the video shoot. It was nice, man. It was a nice vibe. A lot of the big DJs from the Northeast was there. So it was dope to, the network and vibe with everybody. But 50 is one of those dudes that, he's very approachable.